Greetings YouTube, time for another bargain video, which I really should have done last week because I had a bunch of stuff and I got way too many movies for this video. But, you know, we'll just move on. Here we go. We have World Religions. I got that for a friend, just as a gift. We have Jekyll's Starfleet Reference Manual, Ships of the Fleet Volume 3, which is a part of the Star Trek tactical game. So each section has statistics, and each one gives, like, it can go warp for so many seconds, and then how many hull points each place, like upper banks 1 point and things like that. So it's very, very geeky. But the illustrations look kind of cool, and it was $4, so I figured I'd try it. I'm actually going to look up and see how many of those issues there were, how many volumes. We have The Frog Prince Continues, which is a child's novel story. Deals with what happens after the prince becomes a prince again. He used to be a frog, now he's not. What happens? I thought my wife might enjoy that. And Boogie Bones, because my wife has actually had a story idea for a kids book, which has a similar theme. Then we have My Father Picked Me Up, the DC Universe Mystery Volume, and this for only 60 cents. He also gave me that picture. Guess who that is? And we have Science and Mechanics, January, 1967. I picked that up because I like that car. We have Vegan Soups and Hearty Stews for All Seasons. My wife and I were having soup one day that we had made, or she had made. My contribution was minimal. And she wanted to up her game. And the same day, we found this book. And it's really easy to turn a vegan soup into a non-vegan soup if I want to keep some meat on the side, because I'm a big fan of meat. Then we have Horn of the Moon Cookbook, recipes from Vermont's renowned vegetarian restaurant. I never heard of it, but I paid 50 cents for it, and I figured I'd ask my wife if she wanted it. And I got these cards for my wife, but they're like mixed drinks. It's really hard to do with one hand. They're cards. They have pictures. Problem is, they're all martinis. I didn't notice that. My wife doesn't drink martinis, so she's going to give that away. Then we have Idiot America, how stupidity became a virtue in the land of the free. The Girls, which Sappho Goes to Hollywood, which is about lesbians in Hollywood. And we have some greeting cards. And I think that's all the paper products. Now we're going to move on to digital media. And here we have the Avengers, which we did not own, and now we do, the Blu-ray. Captain America on Blu-ray. We have it on DVD, but I'll be getting rid of that. This is an upgrade. I wanted the commentary track. Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Animated introduction of Aquaman in one version of the Justice League. What the Bleep? Down the Rabbit Hole. One movie, infinite possibilities. It's the Quantum Edition. I'm not really sure what this is, but it looked intriguing, so I picked it up. The Fighter. Bring Out Your Dead, a Nicolas Cage movie. Terminator Salvation, the Mishima series, which is animation. I haven't actually seen Terminator Salvation yet. I own it. I need to watch it so I can watch this and have it make sense. Rio, which I've heard good things about. Frozen, which we did not have in our collection. A variety of yoga. My wife is a yoga practitioner, and so I thought she might find that interesting. Hell or High Water. And I was kind of surprised to see this at a thrift shop because it's a new film, but apparently maybe somebody didn't like it, but now I own it. I haven't watched it yet. Laurel Canyon, which is supposed to be a drama. It's got Kate Beckinsale, Christian Bale, and who else in there? Can't remember, but yeah, that looked kind of interesting. It was only $2. Cowboys and Aliens. This is an upgrade because it has a commentary track and mine doesn't. We have a documentary dealing with the history of Angkor Wat, which popped into my head because I had been working on an idea for an Atlantis video, which I've made since already. And I kind of had the theme in my head that that's what the buildings might look like. The Croods, which I've been looking forward to seeing, which wasn't too bad. Sorcerer and the White Snake. I have never seen this particular Jet Li movie. My Neighbor Totoro. When my wife and I watched this recently, and it was a first for both of us, and both of us quite enjoyed it. Death at a Funeral. This is the original version. The Muppets Most Wanted. Haven't seen this one yet, but it looks entertaining. The Long Goodbye, an Elliot Gould film noir, essentially. We have the World War II collection, which is Fury and the Monuments Men. I haven't seen either of these, and even though I picked it up new for like $8, that's $4 a movie. It's a deal for me. Then we have a $5 deal, which was Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, and Krull, neither of which I haven't had in my collection. Then we have Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country, which I did not have. It's the widescreen special collector's edition, yada yada yada. Then we have Ghost in the Shell 2, and I realize I don't think I have Ghost in the Shell in our collection. I have to look into that. And since I have one video left, I didn't want to put that in the next section. We have the animated version of Sinbad, which Legend of the Seven Seas with Brad Pitt, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Joseph Fiennes. I wasn't all that impressed. On to stuff. Here we have a vintage Eastern Mountain Sports top, brown with the orange liner. I picked it up at an estate sale. I quite like the color combination, and my wife says it's really quite old. My wife has a lightweight striped sweater, cardigan style. She's a big sweater fan and a big fan of stripes. And we have a scarf here, which I'm hoping, this is from Pasca Nina, I don't know what the heck it is. 70% cashmere and 30% silk, Bashima and 30% silk. So I don't know what that means, but it's for a friend's birthday gift. So I hope she's not watching this. She doesn't. I don't think she does. We have a shoulder bag, which is orange with a wonderful flower pattern. I got that specifically for the religion book because I'll be giving this to someone while we are at lunch. So that the way they will be able to carry it without any difficulty. Then we have a Dalek, because who doesn't need a Dalek, and a Schleich T-Rex, which I picked up for $2, which is a really good deal, and I'm just calling him Rex. This is a small satchel for hanging like a potpourri or something in a closet. We're actually going to put lavender in there to help drive off moths. We have a moth problem. We're trying to figure out where they're from. This is from someone named Holly Hooper. It made it in 1990, and we're going to use it as a sponge caddy, because we have a sponge caddy at the moment, but it's kind of boring. So we're going to do a chicken. We're going to do a handmade chicken caddy, which was very adorable. Then we have a small cast iron incense burner, which my wife found very attractive at the same estate sale. I bought the top app, which was quite cool. Then we have a brass Ganesh. We're both fans of Ganesh. We have a fabulous chicken. It's just fabulous. It looks like real stone eyes. And it's made in Ecuador. It's really quite cool. And you can always use it as an axe. I quite like that one. We have a turtle here, which has some nice fire in it. I'm a sucker for a carved. I just dropped that. Oh, well, I'll pick it up in a second. We have a glass star, because I'm a sucker for glass stars. And then we have a carved gargoyle. I'm not sure what this is carved out of. It's fairly soft stone, but it's got some sections out here which are harder. So I don't know what that could be. Some barnacle or something like that from the ocean. So this could be an ocean stone, but it was hand carved, and it's a contemplative gargoyle. That was quite cool. Okay, on to gear. Last section, gear. We got these goggles, which I don't think were ever worn because they still have the original sticker on them. My wife liked these, and they were reasonably priced. I got this waterproof container on sale for $7.50 at Harbor Freight. I'm going to give it a try, see if I like it. I think they had some more in stock. If I do like it, I may go back and get another couple of them. Bread has arrived. That's going to be tasty in a minute. My wife just made it. But I'm going to store knives and such in that. I have a adjustable square. The ruler is very rusty, but I own Brillo pads and wire brushes, so that's not a problem. I got that cheap. Pry bar, which I got at the same sale for cheap. This is a Jeep brand rechargeable flashlight, so I bought that for doing a review. I paid probably $1 for it. This is a plastic shelf or pocket that you stick on things. And my wife just got a metal storage container recently, so I picked that up for her. We have a vintage Panasonic radio. I'm going to try to see if that works. A vintage flashlight screwdriver. A compass, which is for the shop. A really nice stainless steel coffee scoop. My wife makes coffee every day, and I'm a big believer in overbuilt measuring instruments and kitchen gear whenever possible. This is a really incredibly heavy, I think, press of some variety for cooking. I'm going to turn it into a meat tenderizer as a weapon. And it is sitting on a cutting board, which I purchased so that I can have it in the shop, so I have something to strike with my punches that is not wood. It'll give me more resistance, and this is perfect. It's got a hole. I can hang it up on the wall when I'm not using it, and so it's exactly what I was looking for. We have a couple of Zebra products. I'm a big believer in Zebra brand pens. The Zebra F701 is my favorite, and I bought this one as a gift for someone. And these are pencils. I've never tried Zebra brand pencils, so that's going to be cool. A pair of pliers for the shop downstairs. This is a fake nightstick. It's plastic. It's hollow. At least it's fake and hollow now. We have a cane here, which I really like the build quality and the feel. And my mother-in-law can use it for right now if she wants. I plan on using it in the future because in case I never ever need a cane, because it's infinitely adjustable. Bright red, white, very well made, very comfortable, and it was a reasonable price. I got a big hunk of 01 steel. It's quite thick. Don't know what to do with this yet, but something, and it was dirt cheap, like $1, $2 for a piece of 01 steel. It's a good deal. And then we have a 30-inch ruler here, which is for the shop downstairs, because I can use it as a straight edge and as a measuring instrument to make quick measurements, because this is easier to use than a tape measure. And the thing I've been dancing around on this table is this. This is a mace, and I think this is bronze. It's not aluminum, it's not steel. I don't think it's brass. I think it may be bronze. And I picked this up for $20 at a thrift shop. It's a little bit more than I really wanted to pay for it, but it's got a nice heft to it. It came with a matching axe, which I don't need because I have those, which are really, really cool. So I don't need faux axes. I have some faux axes. And actually those faux axes kind of have edges on them. But this was very cool. I'm a big believer in impact weapons, and I've always loved geometric style maces. So there you go. So this has been the bargain video. I've rambled on long enough. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. And now I'm going to go have bread.